Okay, so excuse the lighting in here, it's a bit shitty. Peter Sagan, I can't use any footage because it just gets flagged and copyrighted. My mate Zach knows that, uploaded it all. But should he have been disqualified, here's my say on it after watching the footage and talking to other people, talking to other pro riders, talking to other riders locally, talking to me all about the tactics and the sprint. And in my opinion, in my personal opinion, he should not have been disqualified because Cavendish was trying to come in through a gap that wasn't big enough. You know, Sagan was basically right there. What was the gap? The gap was about 10 inches, 15 inches. And for a broad guy, you know, Cavendish, he isn't as lean as Froome. In my opinion, he was trying to squeeze through a gap that was not big enough. And everyone's like, well, Sagan had his elbow out like this, and he was trying to shove. You know, when you're sprinting, you look at the guys, they all had their elbows out, not just Sagan, because they're all jostling for room. They're all trying to stay up, because the last thing you want is to get all the way to the end of a stage and be in the perfect position, especially as a sprinter, to then just be knocked over and, you know, come 11th or even, you know, 40th instead of first when you could have beaten them on the sprint. And that is what's the most frustrating thing. So I can understand why Cavendish and the other riders that got knocked down and taken out are really pissed off and unhappy with the disqualification, the decision the jury made of the Tour de France. But, you know, in my personal opinion, Mark, you were trying to get through a gap that was not big enough, and you're squeezing through it. You were the one that initiated the contact, in my opinion, because you were the one trying to do the overtake through a gap that just wasn't big enough. It reminds me of the, I think it was stage 6, we had the camera on, it was a GoPro highlights. There was a rider that came up on the grass verge on the peloton, and no one was letting him up onto the road because they're like, hey mate, this is my space, fuck off, you know. They put their elbows out and they would push him on because he was trying to overtake, but, you know, they were standing their ground, and if he tried to cut in, he would be the one impeding them. So that's my opinion. I really want to hear your opinion. Comment below, because the more opinions I can get, as always, I'm changing with all my opinions and things. So yeah, go vegan and subscribe if you're new as well. Comment below, what do you think?